time when we started out Careernet, 99, a very interesting time. I think India was tending to become a global offshoring hub, and but India hadn't really taken off in a manner what it is today. So I would say entrepreneurship at that time and unemployment was very synonymous. Me and my other co-founder Rishi had two fantastic jobs at Infosys and at Tata Unisys. I was supposed to go to Goldman Sachs New York project, meaning if I had gone ahead further, I would have kind of pursued a software career, which probably I was not very keen at. Rishi, on the other hand, was not very keen on also pursuing a software job. And we both probably felt that we need to do something else. We need to probably not go in the flow when there was a time when everyone was looking for a software job. We had much more 10x, 100x energy between us. And we didn't have any playbook, which is the case today. Today, when anybody starts, there is a venture capital fund who's backing them. There is a global playbook which they are looking to build out of India. There is an addressable market. I don't think we thought anything like that at that time. I think it was purely driven by our passion and zeal to keep doing some excellent work, keep progressing further, and keep iterating further. And that's where we said that, I think let's join hands and do something on our own. And I think we don't have any much more baggage. We don't have any much more larger things to take care of. We too are free birds and we can actually go and fly high. I think that was what drives us to say excel in what you are doing, and that made us to start Careernet. As we started Careernet, we started meeting people, started meeting our seniors from alumni. I did my bachelor's from IT Delhi, Rishi did his bachelor's from IT Roorkee. We both had a fantastic alumni. Our alumni was very supportive of it. We were welcomed very well in the industry. We were seen as two new young tech geeks starting out in the HR space. It was a little hatke from that point of view, from HR industry. And as a result, we were very welcomed. We saw that there is a lot of gap. We saw that there's a lot of opportunity for us to do. And I think to a degree, the luck was on the right side. The timing was right. And I think as we move forward, we started getting early success. And that's when we said that I think it's a time for us to see a much more formal vision, put up a much more formal plan. And that is how the whole career started shaping up, kind of a thing. And we are very lucky to have some of our very early members joining our team who are still with us today. And I think without them, we would not have been what we are today. So thanks to them for them trusting us in our early phase of our journey. And I think we have much more years to go forward as we move ahead. I would say that 23 years of journey of Careernet has been the most fulfilling, enriching, a complete roller coaster and the most thrilling journey I've ever experienced in my life. And I don't think there can be anything better than that. And I would encourage every one of you to go through this journey. I think it's a journey well traveled. Despite having so much of satisfaction in this journey, I would just say that we have just traveled the 5% of what we should be traveling. It has been one of the most humbling experience of my life. I can say that. Got an opportunity to meet some of the best people in the industry, got the opportunity to work with some of the best people, opportunity to kind of solve much more deeper problems. And I think what we have seen as an output after 23 years is a much more better human being, a much more better person, a much more better professional, and a much more better ecosystem overall. And I think when I look back and see the 23 years of how India has also shaped up, it has been very exciting. And I believe that we as an individual, we as an overall organization are very lucky to be a part of this whole flow of the last 23 years of what India has witnessed. Because where India is transforming from being a developing or a underdeveloped country to a developing and to a developed nation. And I think in our lifetime, we'll probably see that transition happening and we'll be one of those most lucky people on earth or maybe in India who are a part of this whole transformation. So to our own satisfaction, I would say this has been the most humbling and the enjoying and the thrilling experience we all had as Careernet. Core values of any company are a lot very driven by their founders. And in case of Careernet, I don't know how many of you know, me and Rishi both happen to be real brothers with 1 year age difference. And in terms of our own core beliefs and values, I think they were very largely shaped by our parents, more dominantly by our father. And my father's background goes like this. He was a government civil servant, essentially relocated to Bangalore in the year 2000, and kind of helped me and Rishi to kind of start the initial few days of Careernet and then later on in DQ. And he, in fact, has been very largely responsible for shaping the core thinking, value system, and belief of me and Rishi, which helped us to kind of give a very strong shape and character to Careernet. And today, if you see, as Careernet, we are a very grounded organization, very homegrown, very passionate about our people. We have a very, very high sense of belongingness for every core team member in the company. To a larger degree, a lot of our people do believe that this company is their second home. We have been able to build a very formidable culture of trust, mutual respect, standing up for each other. And I think one of the very important things which we as an organization have been able to do is to stay very committed to the ecosystem, committed to our people, committed to our team, committed to our customers, committed to our work. And I think that's been what we call as a professional loyalty. We have a lot of people who have been very old timers and have been in the system for last 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. But I think to every moment, their professional loyalty is something which keeps the company alive, it keeps the workplace very exciting. At the same time, I think we have been a fairly open company in terms of able to bring people, very senior people from outside, being able to absorb and assimilate them. On one hand, you may think through that, okay, we have a lot of people which are homegrown, but on the other hand, I think we have been able to assimilate a lot of people from outside, have been able to bring people from various diverse backgrounds. So I think if you really ask me, culture is not something which I can write in a piece of paper or is something I can say these are the 10 tenets. It is an experience which we as an organization demonstrate together. It is the core values and beliefs which we all believe. And I think at Careernet, this is a ever-evolving phenomena, and there is always a scope for anyone from outside to come, contribute, shape our thinking. We learn their values. People coming from outside learn our values, and at the end, as we move forward, we all realize that we all are one. So I think that's how I would define the culture and core values of Careernet, and that is how it has helped us to grow and evolve further. Journey well traveled and journey also only 5% traveled. It kind of sums up about that what we as a company have to do. I think the market scope for us is massive. So I think we can go on and talk about 313, 30 and 300, but I think the ceiling is quite high. We are also in one of the best part of the world today, India, growing at a rate of 7-8%, and the world economy is growing at a rate of 3%. So just if you have to do any maths, India growing at a rate of 7-8%, our industry will grow at a rate of 15-20%. I think even if we just maintain that and say that okay, we will grow 2x of what industry grows, 30-40%, we are talking about what, 3 to 4x in the next 3-4 years. We're talking about 1,000 crore top line overall. That's about the numbers part. I think we are just today sitting in India, we have got like 200 countries to go after. Even if we go 10 more countries, it is 5x of what we can do. I think as an organization, we haven't imbibed the digital aspect in a very fundamental manner, or a tech in a very fundamental manner. There is a lot of scope for us as a company to become far more digital savvy. We have got so many sectors. We are today, I would say, one of the world's largest permanent tech recruiting company and probably the India's largest permanent recruiting company. And yet we believe that we are just 5%. So I think there is a lot to be done here. We would expand geographically, we will expand sector-wise, we will expand service-wise, we will actually expand a lot more digitally. And I think there is a lot, we definitely see in the next 3-4 years, we will be a 1,000 crore plus company top line, fairly profitable, 25-30% profitable. Should be a very attractive company for any employee, for any customer, for any investor also tomorrow. You know, there's always this thought about ki, if I have to embark on a journey, what different, and every journey has its own learnings and plus and minus, and there are things which you do you feel proud of, and there are things which you kind of feel that you can do differently. And in our journey of 23 years of Careernet, we also have a lot of instances where we could have done things differently. I think if you notice, in the last 6-7 years, we have been a very digital tech savvy company, and we have seen a far more accelerated growth for us. We had this choice and option of embarking on that journey way back in 2000 or in 2008 and 9, but I think we deferred and delayed it. And we were probably less ambitious, or we were much more inward looking, that made us to not take those choices at that time. I think if I have to go back, that is one aspect of Careernet I would definitely like to change. That we should have been a digital savvy and a tech savvy company far more from the beginning than what we experienced later. We also went through a reasonably, I would say, rough patch in these 7-8 years of 2008 and 9 into 2015-16. We brought in a couple of good senior guys in 2008 and 9. It didn't work out that well. It took us a hit. We kind of became a little bit in the cocoon kind of a thing. We little bit stopped experimenting. There was a blip in that phase. So maybe I think what I've realized over a period of time is it is a part of the journey, and some people you bring in will succeed, some will not. But that shouldn't really deter you from infusing new talent. I think the other aspect which if I have to go back and change is probably we could have moved much more faster in those 7-8 years of 2007-8 to 2015-16. That was a time when I think we tried building a lot of internal consensus around things. We became a little bit less of a risk taker. I think our core belief about our own journey became a question mark also. We were kind of too much into cross-questioning of each other. I think that was a little bit of a low phase of the company. But I think, nevertheless, I believe that these are a part of the journey. And these were very good learnings. A journey should not only just tell you what to do, a journey should also tell you what not to do. And that's how I would sum up this 23 years of journey, and a journey well traveled and enjoying every bit of it. In the end, I would definitely like to thank my parents who kind of gave me these value systems and belief. My other co-founder, my core team, my whole employee base, my customers who have stood with us, with this company in all the good and bad times. Our partners, we work with so many partners, we work with so many small recruiting firms, we work with so many other agencies. Without them, we would have not been reached here. So it's a journey which has been truly great, and I do believe that many more years coming by will have a lot of opportunities for us as a company to grow further. Please always remember that we are sitting in one of the most exciting parts of the world, and today, I think the opportunity which is here in front of India, in front of this industry, in front of Careernet is phenomenal. Let's make the best use of this opportunity and ensure that by 2047, India is a $40 trillion economy, and we as a company are at least a $10 billion plus company. Thank you.